Ba- Okay, I've just come back from the gym, and turns out I didn't have all the ingredients for my smoothie, so I just got ready quickly. But I wanted to show you the artworks I've done this year so far. Actually, before I show you, um, I want to talk about the process a little bit as well because no, take two. What did I want to say? I've been painting for at least. No, fuck that. Actually, since I've started painting consistently and trying to sell them, whatever you want to call it, professional artist, I've been trying to develop like a process where I had like, you know, and the whole idea was that I would have this process where I can have different stages, follow them, stick to them, produce work, and if on the final stage I'll have like a really good painting. Turns out, um, it's a great way to produce work, but after a while, like a couple of years or maybe a year or maybe could be a few months for some people. Who gives a shit? I don't care about other people. But no, uh, after like working like that for a while, I had like a couple of steps down. I would have a concept. That's what I thought it would work, right? Probably heard it somewhere in a podcast or a YouTube video. Some dickhead trying to tell me. Probably heard from someone, that um, this thing works or that doesn't work. You watch a lot of stuff on the internet, even though you're like, yeah, whatever, I'm not gonna listen to you. But some parts stick to your brain. And I probably heard, oh, have a little process, step by step, maybe. Um, Maybe heard other artists how they work. And then eventually, and also like sticking to medium and subjects. I ignored most of it, but obviously when you see artists that have been working for a long time, dominating the industry, I thought maybe part of it stuck with me, and I slowly realized that having like a consistent process basically is good for a short term, and after a couple of years things get very dull, stale, not that exciting, and then the next thing you know, you're bored of it. And then what's the solution then? I don't know. Check out the fit though, right? I mean, the most comfortable jeans I've ever found in Next. Can you believe that? Nice shirt. It's pretty nice as well. Nice fabric. Rests nicely, on chest, arms, and everything. I'm getting off track. That's what internet does to you, you scrolling down, you see not fit and shit. That stays with you as well. See, there's another example. But yeah, I thought I would talk about my process a little bit and what I'm trying to do now, like doing things a bit differently. Um, and the whole idea is to like there's some parts that are just like, okay, I need to get this design on a canvas or a paper. Obviously those things are, it's like whatever, use different tools and uh, yeah, use different tools, but the creative part in the process, creative process, the creative part, that's what I've been focusing on, like more deliberately. in the sense that I'm trying to keep like an open mind, trying to see like if I have an idea, just go in different directions, see what I find. If it doesn't go anywhere, you know, who cares? Yeah, if it doesn't go in any directions, it's like, okay, let me go back to a couple of steps, see where the next part takes me, and with that, you like investigating a lot, and I found that really, really fun. And what else? I'll keep looking down there because I'm trying to remember while looking at my paintings. That's why I'm staring at there. Then I'm looking at my screen. I should be looking at you. Um, what else? I think people don't do that sort of thing, or I kind of didn't want to do that. It's because it takes extra time. And when it takes extra time, producing a lot of work. Producing a lot of work, it's not enough to show for it, to tell, or whatever gallery shows, whatever you want to do. But but if you have a pro set, that doesn't work either. If you're not excited about your work, and not coming up with like good ideas. So let's talk about one of the paintings, and there's not a lot. I haven't done many the year. I've been trying to learn new things as well. That's another thing. Things get boring or slow, anything, just focus on learning new things. I've been looking into Scott Robertson a lot. Really good teacher. I'm gonna keep going off track. I'll come back to that stuff maybe later on. So let's talk about this painting because that's the most recent one, and it's this one. Also, you notice that they're like wrapped up in a mountain board as well. Ready to go in a different house. Yeah. So let's talk about this one. So if you see down here, it's literally from a trip that I went to like 4 years ago to Peak District, and I had my film camera. I was just taking pictures, like it's my hobby to do photography, and I don't know why I kept all these things so separate. Like photography, I'm like, yeah, I'll do photography. I'll do design work separately. Then I paint separately. All these things away from each other. Not consciously, but I'm like, no, I need to focus on. I want to be like this. I want to be more creative, more fun, free. But it turns out they all kind of just feed each other. And this picture I took of this cliff or the hill in Peak District, and I was looking back through my folders. I'm like, how can I work that into this? And then I did a little diagram, sort of drawing, just taking the information that I am interested in. Yeah, that's something I really recommend. If you take information from pictures, draw it out, because there's so much on there, and it's easy to get lost. Look, I'm giving advice to you. Don't listen to me. And another one, really fun one, is a picture of like a building. And let me show you my sketchbook. Where's my sketchbook? Oh, it's upstairs. Hold on. Got it. It's a lot of fun, by the way. I totally recommend it. And I was doing this thing where right? So you put you cover half of the lens. No, let me backtrack. So you can do double exposure, right? You've heard of double exposure, right? That's where it comes from. You expose the film twice. So you take a picture and you don't advance, and then you take a picture on it again, and then it like exposes the film twice. So I realized, and I saw someone do it like this thing. Obviously, you learn from YouTube, but then I realized you can cover the half camera, the lens, take half of the picture, and then take another picture on the same part of the film, and then but the other side of the picture. I think it's better to show you, isn't it? Cue box. So that's the filter, right? I haven't used in a while, man. It's so dusty, but that's my film camera, and I do like take a picture like that, and then you go turn it around, and then you take another picture, and then next thing you know, you double exposing. You have to experiment with this a little bit, because when you change the aperture, it's not exactly half, or like it could be up and down, but the results you get is like really fun to see when you get it developed. And the picture I've got, or the pictures I've got, there's two I want to show you. They were really interesting to me, and in that time I was just experimenting, so I had no idea what I'm gonna do with them. Didn't have any intention, but looking back at it years later, I was like, can I bring that in as well? And I do like this little diagram here. Let me do that. This diagram here, and then I took that. I don't know if you can. It's not focusing. Took that here, and then put like a sword in there as well. You know, this is then you start mixing things together, and then you got this sketch, and it's really good to play with black and white. And then I think black and white is like a really good way to see where you wanna take the eye. And then it's pretty much a diagram at this point. It's not even like a sketch. I have a lot of post-it notes. Am I talking fast? I'm in a rush. Am I? Yeah, I need to drop off someone. Yeah, so that's the sketch. That's the final painting. It's not to be like, that's my next process. Oh, I'll take pictures or do that. No, it's completely opposite. It's like going around having fun with photography, or even like taking this thing in Photoshop, just stretch it, do things with it, distort it, smudge it, you know, that sort of stuff. See where you find interesting things and interesting shapes, or even like make a lot of mess on a page, and then go zoom in, crop, find little compositions. That's where photography comes in handy. I mean, look up Scott Robertson. You'll find so much amazing information as well about those kind of techniques as well. I try to remind myself all the time now. It's like there's no right or wrong, and literally infinite way to do things. So another picture I took. You could see the pattern here. I'm just trying to find interesting images that I can like turn into some sort of artwork. And then this one, like I said, I'm doing like quick drawing to see what I find interesting in that picture. Maybe play with the color a little bit. I started taking this one onto that next one, and then I ended up getting this sort of diagram or an image, and then really look at the black parts. That's what I'm playing with. Like how does the black and white looks as well? Like playing with diagrams. I could have taken it further as well, but I think it just looked nice. And then I play with more like the whole tech things on the side, play with, like balance the image a little bit. I was looking at like architectural buildings, trying to find interesting forms in there that I can put into that tree. And then trying to find more compositions there from a picture that led nowhere. loads of stuff's gonna fall out. And then that turned into this. This one, I had like an inspiration, just went straight to the paper, started drawing it out, erasing stuff, putting stuff down, and then you get that, you know? Not every painting works the same way, which I really love, but then I still find a way because I'm like in that sort of rhythm. So do you see, that's from another picture. I put all the pictures up as well. Another picture there, and then that sort of plane. I actually took that into Photoshop as well, trying to play with it a little bit, cut, paste picture things here, stretch it, and, you know, really have fun with it. Then I was like, I'm doing a bit too much with this. I need to keep that part simple because not the main subject. And you can see it there, you know, and that earring is like that architectural film photography. Really happy with it. So there's 3 paintings so far. How many months I've gone? 4, no 5. let me tell you the story before I show you the next painting. So I was waiting for someone. When I say someone, I mean my mom. As I was just waiting there, in the car, it's pretty dark, and I'm looking around. There's like an electric box. It looks pretty ugly, dirty, muddy. Perfect. That's what I like. I really like the cables in there, how they were arranged. I'll show the picture here. Put it up, Bobby. And I'm like, and then I just snapped a picture, forgot about it. I'm like, let's see if I come back to it, you know. And it's usually when I'm like sat down trying to sketch new ideas. That's where I'm like going through my gallery, going through my laptop, finding different folders, see what's there, then bring them out. And same thing happened with this one. And I'm like, can I turn that into something? Like, let me show you. Before I show you the painting, let me show you. Let me show you the drawing. Alright. Is my nose blocked? And there's that drawing I did from that electrical box thing. This one I don't know if I'm gonna do that one. I'll leave that one out. But you never know. When I've zero ideas, I might come back to it or might change my mind. And that led to this fun painting. I'm really happy with it. I haven't been talking a lot. That's why I'm talking like this without even moving my mouth. I've been staying inside, working really hard to keep my head down. You know, that's really the creative part of the process that I've been having fun with, and it's a lot of fun. Um, let me show you the next one. This one, I don't know where I put it. It's in a different sketchbook. Got another sketchbook. So see that one sketch here. I had one like the guy kind of just standing there on this snake-looking thing, wave coming over, and before the wave, like even when I'm thinking like the wave coming like that, and then the whales like in somewhere there, and then like all these shapes. I'm thinking very graphic design sort of way. It's really interesting like how I'm breaking this shit down. Like before, it kind of just mixed there, back there somewhere. Now I'm like, yeah, that's where I'm pulling this information from. All these different creative fields, basically. But then I was reading a comic. I really liked the character in there. Had like a little kite thing going on from Sean Murphy, and I'm like, can I twist a little bit, put in there, please? It's from the Wake comic. Really good, really colorful. The art style is really nice. But yeah, that turned into this. Put up the picture as well because I don't know how it's showing up in the light and all that stuff. But yeah, that's that painting, and we're gonna get to the final one, and we're done for today. Probably want to see this one, don't you? I did that little sketch first. I'm like, I don't know, arm looks a bit weird. And then I'm like, can I move the arms? Because the other one's cropped out. I was like, maybe I can move it in the frame. And then that's that sketch right there. And what did I do? Did more stuff fall out? I didn't realize. It's organized mess. Okay, I'm gonna put the exact mess back into the exact sketchbook it was in. Yeah, I really like that one. Like the size is not that big. Look at my hand. And whatever detail I could put in there, I did. I'm trying to cut down the stages in between, like whatever that process is. Like I used to. I'm going off track a lot. What's this video anyway? Yeah, I was gonna share those paintings. I have. Let me just show you this, then I'll end it with something. There. And that turned into. Are you ready? Are you ready? Check this out. Huh? That's the size. I'll put it next to my body so you know. Pretty good, this one. Really like this. I really like it. I started mixing things up as well. I forgot to tell you. Like, if you look at all this messiness on the body and the face, and with all of the paintings, like, that's a new thing I'm doing as well. I really like that rough texture in there. I'm adding it in there wherever I can, and see if I can work that in there. Like this stuff on the edges, really messy stuff. That is a lot of fun as well. Really messy. Just trying to find different textural things that I can just add in there. Like I used one of those cleaning sponges, like metal ones. Really cool. That's a cool one to add texture with. Sponge. I've never tried sponge. That might be too much. That's the one I used. That cleaning sponge on there on the back. Really nice texture. I'm really liking that. Like I used to do very super clean work. I'm tired of that. This texture there. I still do like clean painting on top, but wherever I feel like I should play with the painting a little bit, I start doing textural thing, and obviously you can cover parts of it, make it, bring it back or bring it back, bring it forward or back. Yeah. So that's pretty much it, and I've got to go anyway. So that's done. Hope you liked it. There's more to come, and I've been learning a lot of stuff as well. Put this stuff back in my sketchbook. Stuff like this is a lot of fun for me. And I say and a lot, don't I? Anyway. Yeah. Oh, my post-it notes. Anyway, see ya. Bye.